All right, we got some breaking news. The Detroit Lions have made a signing. That is right, the Lions have signed a center, formerly of the Carolina Panthers. Cade Mays is the Lions' new center. There you go. He will be replacing Graham Glasgow. We have the Lions center. So Cade Mays will come in here. Tate Ratledge will be right guard. We don't know what's going to go on with Penei Sewell. He may go to the right or the left side. Fight it out with the guards for the rest of those positions and then draft a tackle. Who is Cade Mays again? He is 6'6", 325. Young player, 26 years old from the Carolina Panthers there. Look, he's graded out as a 62.4 center overall grade. That is 24th out of 40. Pass blocking, he was 69.4. That's 13th out of 40. And run blocking, he was a 58.4. That's 33 out of 40. So he's got to get better in run blocking. Decent in pass blocking right there. He's not the Tyler Linderbaum that the Lions wanted, but it didn't seem like the Lions were going to get that anyways. What's the deal? It's a 3-year, $25 million deal. Mays, 26. He started 12 games at center for the Panthers in 2025, and he was NFL career as an offensive guard. So it looks like that's going to be what we have going on here. He's not the guy we wanted, but he's the guy that we have. He's the guy that we have. It's better than nothing. It's an upgrade over Graham Glasgow. It is, but he's not like the greatest of all signings. What does this mean? He's going to be our center, but he can play guard as well. So the Lions, I do think, still will draft a center, maybe in like the 5th or 6th round. Then you got Scruggs, who is a backup as well and has some experience at center. They'll have individuals that can play all over the guard spot and center. So if there is injuries, Scruggs can come in, right? You got Cade Mays, who will be your starter. You got backup there for your center. For the guards, you got Mahogany, Frazier, and Ratledge. Frazier and Mahogany battle it out there. Tate Ratledge will be your right guard. And the Lions will be drafting a tackle in the draft. So that's kind of what it's going to be, how it's looking at right now. So there you go. We got Cade Mays, and it's $14 million fully guaranteed per league sources. Grade this signing A, B, C, D, or F in the comments right now. I'm going to go ahead and give this a B signing. He is young. He's not the best, but he comes pretty cheap. And if you look at the rest of the centers that was signing in free agency, it was a lot in trades. It was a weird market for centers. We all have to say that. It was definitely weird. But I'll give this a B signing. He's young. That's good. And he is an upgrade over Graham Glasgow. Graham Glasgow, though, didn't play that well. Let's get into the other news here. Amik Robertson is gone. He is going to the Commanders. That is right. Amik Robertson signs with the Washington Commanders. It is it looks to be a 2-year, $16 million deal, 9.3 fully guaranteed. We were talking to Amik Robertson and their agents trying to extend at the NFL Combine. Clearly did not work out. The Lions have another hole to fill. That is a big one. Why is that? Amik can play the slot. He can play on the outside. He could be utilized all over the place. Now we don't have that. Another hole. Just another hole for the secondary that is scary right now, and not in a good way. Scary in a, oh my God, who is going to be out there and play way. Maybe we bring back Rock Ya-Sin. That potentially could be an option for the Lions, as he was our backup last year. We have issues with Terrion Arnold. We have issues with DJ Reed, Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph. Continues. So what will the Lions do in the secondary? We can't trust Ennis Rakestraw. Can't stay healthy. His nickname is Breakstraw for a reason. We can't trust Terrion Arnold. He's always injured, dealing with some issue right now, and we know how the NFL is. DJ Reed, he's had issue just playing well. The injuries in the safety position, and we're going backwards. So we have lost Taylor Decker. We have lost Amik Robertson. We lost David Montgomery. And we lost another player that we're going to get to next in Alex Anzalone. One-word reaction to free agency so far. Give me a one-word reaction. Alex Anzalone is signing with the Buccaneers. It is a 2-year, $17 million contract. He leaves to Detroit, goes to the Bucs, and he is going to be their linebacker for the remainder, probably, of his career. We had rumors that he'd go to the Jets or the Bears. Well, he went to the Buccaneers. So we have a hole at the linebacker position, but we all expected him to leave in free agency. I did. We all expected it. He was dealing with contract issues before the 2025 season. We gave him a quote-unquote $1 million raise, and we always felt like he was salty about that and wanted to leave, so he now is gone. Options we can do at the linebacker position. Rodriguez is a free agent, so he's not on this team as of right now. The NFL draft is probably the best option for the Lions for all of this. Maybe their only option. Why is that? Well, I got told not to even be live today. The Lions weren't going to be that active. And we haven't been. And we made one signing there with Cade Mays. And so the Lions don't have the big-time money to make the moves. Now, we haven't heard about restructures. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. In regards to the Lions, Jared Goff and St. Brown to free up cap space. That doesn't have to be reported, I believe, until Wednesday. So just because we haven't heard it doesn't mean it hasn't happened. But it also means it doesn't mean it has happened. So we don't know right there. Woodward Sports was reporting that they reported this today when I was listening, that the Lions view this, Brad Holmes views this as a gap year. And so he doesn't want to be too active in free agency. If that's the case, that's sad. I really hope that's not the case. That would be horrendous to view this as a gap year. It would be. My phone keeps going off because we keep getting moves. That's what's happening. I keep getting moves, and they're letting me know. So I hope he doesn't view this as a gap year. Why is that? Because an NFL team like the Lions has got a lot of young talent. That would be basically just pushing them down a year. It's like, hey, Jahmyr Gibbs, Jared Goff, Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Aiden Hutchinson, blah, blah, blah. We're just wait on another year, and we are good to go. But let's hope that's not the case. We can't, that would be horrendous. Because I don't think the fans view this as a gap year. I don't think the fans is a fan for gap. You know, especially the ones that are paying these tickets to go to Ford Field. All this money. They want to see victories. They want to see winning. They want to see all of that. They want to see competition. Hopefully Cade Mays is going to help this offensive line out. It's a young offensive line right now. It is young. And I don't expect Manu to be our starting left tackle or right tackle. I think the Lions will pick up a player in the draft. That's going to be we are get our tackle at. We're going to be right or left. What do you guys think of free agency so far? Grade the free agency period while I'm recording this. And who knows, I'm probably going to be dropping more videos today. Anytime something happens, I'm going to be making a video. So I want you guys to stay on here. Because as free agency hits, we got to make the clips. But Cade Mays, it's an okay signing. And I'm not going to do a backflip over it. I'm not going to say it's the greatest signing in the world. You know, it's a bit of an upgrade over Graham Glasgow. That's what I see it. It's not the biggest splash move. It's a move. It's a move for a starting spot. So he is a starter. That's what he's going to be. Starting center, but I'm not going to think he's going to be all pro or anything of that nature. I'm not going to go out and say this is the greatest signing in the world. This guy's going to take us to the Super Bowl. Because that's not the case. He's a signing. Hopefully he can stay healthy throughout the whole season. If not, we do got Scruggs to back it up. That's why you need back. So, and I'd expect the Lions go center again, like I was telling you, maybe in the mid, like 5th, 6th round. Maybe a guard center, someone that could play both positions, a swing of that nature. I think that's something that the Lions could do here, but are you guys expecting any more moves today? I don't know. I don't know if the Lions, if it's going to be moves, it's going to be big moves or just re-signing their own guys, but we're going to be here for you for it, so stay tuned to the channel. I'm not live, but I'm sitting in my chair ready to make a video, so see you in a little bit. Adios.